Good morning. It's the 4th of July and I thought I would just do a quick scoot around the garden to show you what's in flower. It's first thing in the morning, so there might be a lot of birdsong, but let me show you what we've got going at the moment before I pick them all. So in the first bed we have the Eryngium. It is bluing up nicely. This is second year perennial, so there was nothing last year, but it's looking pretty good this year. There's only 4 plants, so it's looking good. Next to it we have the Immobium, I think it's called. It's a lovely little flower. It does become over, i.e. the black and yellow, quite quickly. So it goes from just being this bud into this, what seems like quite quickly, because I pick these, I tend to do my picking once a week, and I picked this clear last week, and already over there we've got a lot of blackened stems, but nevertheless it dries really well. This is probably the third or fourth week of picking. Seems to come back same each week, so I get the same amount each week. Then we have the straw flowers. That they have just really starting to come in the last week. I've been picking the odd one or two over the last couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden we have this colour. It's fantastic. It's going to be a big job later dealing with all of these, but they look fantastic and I'm loving the mix. I just bought a mix this year and I'm quite pleased with it. I thought there would be a bit more variety in maybe the yellow. It's a bit zingy. And we've only got one white. This is a lovely colour, like a salmon. And the one behind it as well, actually, a rosy salmon. I don't know whether this is classed as deep red. Yeah, I think it is, looking at that. We have no purples, I don't think. But nevertheless, a good variety of colour. So I'm happy with that. Next to that we have my larkspur. Ignoring my dying parsley, which I need to pull out. These have actually been better than I expected. They do need picking and they're drying remarkably well. So far they haven't changed colour, and I've had some in the drying room for must be 3 weeks now, so I'm really pleased. Bit too much heavy on the blue. Again, it's a mix, so you don't know what you're going to get. That's the only disadvantage with mixes. You don't really know what you're going to get. But this is lovely. I've only got one plant of that, I think. Maybe there's one coming up at the back there. But looking good. Feverfew, it's feverfew season. So the odd plants I have around the garden are looking great. I mean, look at that at the back. That is one plant. It's enormous. So that's great. What have we got this? I think this is, it'll open up into this. It's a perennial version of straw flower, I believe. It's quite cute. I'm yet to see how it dries properly. We have some billy buttons coming through. I had quite a few plants, but they don't seem to be doing much at the moment. Nothing really yellow, but they're there, ready to flower. The poppies I've let self-seed. Look at all these poppy seed heads that I've got coming in store for me this season. Behind me we have the yarrow. It is enormous. It is, some of it, this one here, is just shy of my height. I wasn't expecting it to be this tall. I thought it'd be similar to the Achillea that I have. I do need to cut it because it's now starting to flop over everything. Suddenly overnight this has started to tilt. So it needs to get cut. The zinnias are kind of, at the moment, a bit of a mixed bag. As you can see, we've had dry weather, but I planted as many zinnias in this bed here as to the side. And I've replanted it, so I had some spares and I replanted them. And something has eaten them. I can see a stub of one there. They may fill out and I might not notice the ones that are there, but yeah, a bit disappointed. I was hoping for a whole heap of zinnias. The ones that are flowering are looking good. There's a few the unusual flowered ones, lovely pastels. For fresh flowers, they are actually fantastic. Quite a good year for self-sown nigella, bit of nasturtium, self-sown. This area here was meant to have baby's breath. I've got one measly plant that just seems to want to flop over like that, and I think that is it. So that's disappointing. These are the heliotropes. They open up in sunlight, so it's a bit too early. And they have lovely black eyes, these ones. These ones are Pero heliotropes, and these are a pink version. They will be open with their bright yellow centres that you can't even tell at the moment. The bright yellow centres, lovely, jolly plant. This is an unusual poppy that we've had this year. Not had one that colour before, so normally our poppies are those kind of horrible frilly things. But we've got these delicate things this year. So we then go into this bed, which seems similar problem. This was the Gomprina and a few celosia. I've got 3 Gomprina plants and 2 random strawberry ones. I've no idea how they got there. And what looks to be the cat litter bed. Self-sown lupin with a bit of mildew. It's not flowered yet, so we shall see. A bit more feverfew that gets everywhere. Now this is an interesting one. This is the perennial statice. Now it's been like this for a while. I don't know whether it's ready or not. It's really tricky to tell. It's now going pink. And I thought it was white, but I haven't got a problem with it turning pink. I don't know what to do with that at the moment. Next to it is the pink pokers, which look fab. And then we have the normal statice over here. Bit of a pastel-y collection in purples. I haven't done many because they produce so many, you really don't need that much. The next bed is a bit of a disappointment. It was growing a lot of thistles until yesterday in this section. Hadn't planted. Thistles seem to be growing pretty well, but nothing else seems to be doing very well. The dahlias, let's face it, they must be better than last year because I've got leaf. So there's no slug damage, but hang on. I have got a bud, which is beginning of July. Is unusual. I mean, they're coming, but it's very slowly. Got my token grass that I need to keep pulling out and hope for the best. So, along with being very slow to grow, they are also a lot less than I was expecting. So when I came to plant them out, after I'd planted them up in the crates that I used, all of the American Dawn were gone. I think I may have 2 Labrins. That was a duotone in the corner that's, I think, dead. Although I don't know why. The tuber is solid. It's just not produced anything. The leaves on this one look a little bit worse for wear. It is what it is at the moment, which is very bare and barren looking. Maybe by the end of the summer, this might have improved. In this side, I had a lot of dill, of which they've been in a fair few weeks and appear to be doing nothing. I have an Amymajus that is doing something. Some antirrhinums. So I planted some in here. They are starting to put up, but they're not very big plants. I've sown some more Achillea. I really, which is actually looking good here, I wanted to dig out the colours, the deeper colours. So I've got a lot of pale pinks, which don't dry that well. The ones with more colour dry better, so that's good. So I'm going to replace a lot of the paler ones that I've got throughout the garden with the darker ones, I'm hoping. So it's looking like I've got 2 that I can replace. So they won't be there permanently. And the final bed is this bit of a mishmash here. So we have some amaranthus, two varieties, so coral charm, and then this is hot biscuits. So I think this is a more upright version. That randomly looks like a gypsophenia over here. I don't know how. This is orange. I've only got 4. Funny thing, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. It's supposed to be for leaf. Maybe I need to cut off the top because they are getting branches out here. It's the first time I've grown. I don't really know what I'm doing with it. It's supposed to dry well. A few grasses. Curly cress that's past its best. Need to cut that back. Got so much of it. Self-sown everywhere this year. So I'm not too bothered that it's looking pretty bad there. But I do need to crop it all and get rid. So that's it, pretty much. I need a good pick today. Everything needs to come out. That's my next job. And if you're interested in keeping up with what's happening in the garden, then do subscribe to my newsletter, where I keep a few thoughts and my field notes of what's happening in the garden each week during the growing season. So until next time, hope your garden's growing well, and I'll see you soon.